Welcome to the Saturday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and joined by Mark Olmos. Mark, looking forward to this race day. We've got the Group 3 Strickland Stakes. And for mine, I haven't seen your selections yet, but it looks to be a day for William Pike.
Yeah, it really does, Adam. I dare say he will ride half the card. Great to be here with you and welcome to all of our viewers. But a massive day ahead for William Pike. What price the Jockeys Challenge? Probably $1.01, but probably not worth betting on. So William Pike holds all the aces coming into the program.
Strange things happen in racing, but if he doesn't win the Jockey Challenge, I'll be very surprised. Something would have to happen very early on in the day. Let's take a look at the conditions that we are going to be faced with. There are a chance for a couple of showers, some storms earlier on. The breezes should pick up some westerly there, and the rail is at the 3 metres. So I'm expecting they will be able to run on and run on in style as well. Let's get straight into race number 1. It is an event for the 2-year-olds over the 1,000 metres, and Mark, there's some pretty good form lines in this.
Yes, Adam. Replay horse is a very, very smart filly by Lope de Vega. Ms. Lecky, let's have a look at her running second behind Illustrious Tycoon.
After 2 in front of Street Fury, Disruptive down near the rail. Running fourth is Ms. Lecky, followed by Torotea, then Ken 2 down on the rail. At the 250th, Illustrious Tycoon, stoked up in front. He's going great guns. Illustrious Tycoon, 2.5 in front here, showing no signs of stopping. The favourite struggling really to make an impression. And this good-looking colt by Written Tycoon is going to blow them away. Illustrious Tycoon.
Good performance here by Ms. Lecky. Ran into a very nice type in Illustrious Tycoon, it may be said. Now, William Pike, that was the first Saturday 2-year-old favourite he lost. He lost on another 2-year-old favourite last weekend as well. I don't think it's going to be happening 3 weeks in a row. I expect this horse to open up pretty short, and I expect her to be winning this race.
Yeah, I expected her to open up quite short too, but some betting agencies have opened her up at $2, which I think is a great bit of value. William Pike, Adam, as you mentioned, barrier 7 here, just a superior horse in the race. Heart of Heart comes back as well for Nick Cox, a son of Snitzel, still a colt as well. Has a different set of colours to what we saw late last year, I should say, when winning impressively on debut, leading all the way. His recent trials have been good. They skipped the Karikata, give this galloper times. He doesn't have the soundest of feet, so they've just given him a bit of time. He looks to be a very smart customer as well.
Different betting accounts, I thought $2 was short, so I was not surprised to see that opening. But Heart to Heart, as you mentioned, well, the conditions are going to suit then, aren't they? We're expecting just a little bit of rain Friday and Saturday as well, so it might just make it that bit softer. This is a serious horse. I know that it was early on in the 2-year-old campaign, but when this guy won, we went, hang on, this might be our Karikata plate favourite. Now, Siani and those types came through as well, but he caught the eye very early on. He's well bred. Jared Noski takes a ride here. I think they can just go back, relax through those early stages, and he just seems to switch on so well late, even in his trials.
There are a couple of first starters here we'll quickly touch on as well. Captain Sterling for Dan Stake and Lindsay Smith here, trialled amazingly well recently, gapped the rest of the field, beat that field by 6 lengths in the trial, and Let Me Live. The blinkers were on the recent trial. It's doing its best work late. The same trial as El Capitano, which came out on Wednesday and ran quite nicely. Those are a couple to keep an eye out on as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think Captain Sterling probably the better one of those trials. Heart of Heart trialled on the same day and was just a little bit slow, but I thought it was a nicer trial on that occasion. But Captain Sterling, when asked to put his mind to the task, just really knuckled down late. A colt by Written Tycoon, well bred again, but I'll be going with 8, Ms. Lecky. From 3, Heart of Heart, 1, Cognac, and 5, Captain Sterling.
I've got number 8 on top as well here, Ms. Lecky. From number 3, Heart of Heart, 1, Cognac, and 2, Kin 2.
Race number 2 at Belmont Park. It's an event for the 3-year-olds. It's over the 1,000 metres, and Mark, again, a lot of class in these 3-year-old races, and the replay we're going to take a look at was a very impressive first up performance.
Yeah, it's a race in 2 for me, but the horse will take a look at his belter, winning after sitting 3 wide without cover.
On the fence, bounce down the grey belter. Haldora behind those. Imperial Venus, Bellis Keeper. Yeah, Dardy's gone. An absolute shot duck, the favourite here. It dropped right out at the 200. On the inside, Cramden, tackled by Scalpel. Bellis Keeper getting a rails run. Belter joins in. Belter grabbed the lead from Scalpel. Bellis Keeper, but Belter on the outside draws clear late. Belter too good. Belter first.
Such a good performance here by Belter, and Stephen Parnham. He elected to go the right way. He had one of his dads in the race, thought that Belter's work had been very good at home, went in this race out of the trial, and as you said, 3 wide on the speed, but just continued to really knuckle down. This horse certainly has a bit of class, drawn nicely in barrier 3, does meet horses worse in the weights. Now Slick Sam gets 2 kilos, but I'm with you. I think from what we saw first up, it's probably between it and High Conviction in this race.
Yeah, with Sean Casey, what he said after the race, the trainer of Belter, of course, he said that they put the work into this galloper and obviously showed on race day, sat 3 wide without cover, really ground away to the line, as you mentioned. And it was a nice win, High Conviction. The filly returns, of course, by Snitzel. Adam, Big raps on this girl early days, of course, was desperately unlucky at Ascot when Jason Brown's feet fell out of the irons and was unlucky and failed to gain a start in the Karrakatta. They won a couple of races at Belmont. She's had a nice break, about a year off, and gee, her trial recently was pretty effortless. It looked good.
Well, when you say expectations, she's had 3 starts. She's jumped at $1.90, $1.40 and $2.30. So, as you said, people have expected her to run very well, and she hasn't let them down. She's won 2 of those 3 with excuses, as you mentioned. I like the trial behind Galaxy Star. I've got that as one of my better bets of the day coming up as well. So I think that trial is going to hold a lot of form. Barrier 8, I think, is another bonus as well, especially with the speed in this race. DYNAMITE can go forward. Belter can go forward as well. As I said, I actually think it'll suit the ones that just sit back and run on strongly. I think High Conviction will attack the line strongly. I'm not crazy convinced it'll beat Belter, but I think it is that race between 2.
Yeah, interesting. I had High Conviction rolling along out into the front. I guess that's something that William Pike will have to assess as they jump out of the barriers, but she's on top for you?
Yeah, on top for me. Number 5, High Conviction, from 1 Belter, 7 Patapus and 3 Slick Sam.
Yeah, Adam, for me, I've got High Conviction on top as well, from Belter, top of the class, and Slick Sam.
Race number 3 at Belmont Park. It is over the 1,300 metres. There's a 65 plus. A pretty good field here, Mark. We just talked about High Conviction. Well, the horse that beat it in the trial is in this Galaxy Star. You'd expect it's going to be pretty short.
Yeah, prohibitive odds it will start at them, but our replay horse is Lockroy. Winning last start with the blinkers on.
See, the judge kicked a length and a half in front from Lenience. Down on the rail, ABBASSO. The Celt followed by Mad Brad, Sweet Aura. But the leader's still going. Great guns here, Lockroy. He's hugging the Dulux at the 200 mark. He's 2 in front of ABBASSO, who's starting to rally. Lockroy in front with ABBASSO, trying to run him down. Lockroy holding ABBASSO. The Celt, Mad Brad, and Lockroy all the way. Lockroy beat the Celt.
Really good performance there by Lockroy. And I tell you what, the Ganjibi team are flying at the moment. I think their last 5 runners, they've had 3 winners. This was one of them as well. And the blinkers going on just made all of the difference. Now, Peter Nucky rode this galloper. He's in some serious form as well. He's ridden 6 winners from his last 14 rides going into that. So very impressive at the moment. Small question mark for mine over the 1,300 metres with a little bit of a soft track and running into a heavy wind. That just for my questions, my thoughts around Lockroy. But I think we'll learn a lot about this galloper today.
Yeah, absolutely. And you rightfully so have those concerns. I mean, this is a galloper that's only won 3 races from over 20 starts, 24 starts. So I can have those concerns, especially at this level. I do like it staying at the same grade. 2 extra kilos isn't much. Peter Nucky, as you mentioned, riding in sensational form. Galaxy Star, the one we touched on at the top, Adam. This is a serious galloper. 5 starts, 4 wins and a second. But look, there's plenty more in store for her. Watch for her later on in the year, the big races in the Summer Carnival.
This is my horse that just keeps going through the grades. And as you said, he's going to play a big part when we return back to Ascot. 5 starts, 4 wins, a second. The recent trial was very good in front of High Conviction. Drawn in barrier 2 for mine. She's the best bet of the day.
We've also got in the race, Adam, Sharp Bob has been in some nice form. I know those are northern statistics, but the soft track as well. We are expecting some rain on Saturday at Belmont, so it could play into Sharp Bob's hands. Barrier 4, they didn't lead last start when winning, which was really interesting for me, and I think they can take a sit here, just be there and poke along and probably get the run of the race.
Do yourself a favour, if you haven't seen this, go to the Rawa website and take a look at the replay, because Ryan Hill was gone, absolutely gone on this galloper. He was stuck on the rail, everything was falling back on him, he had no way out, just continued to persist and kept moving around, got to the outside and then let down strongly. Some Twitter and social media feedback just said a lot of jockeys would have just said, all right, enough's enough, I can't win this, but he just kept going. It was a brilliant ride by himself, and it just showed that this horse can adapt as well, that doesn't need that clean run out in front, as you mentioned. So I gained a lot of respect for Sharp Bob from that performance. Hard to match it up with some really good form lines here, but not willing to rule it out.
For you, Adam?
Number 5, Galaxy Star, best of the day, from 4, Uptown Funk, 1, Grey Enigma, and number 9, Royal Missile.
Number 5, Galaxy Star on top for me, but I'll be having something on Sharp Bob at the each way heavy of the place from Grey Enigma and Saker.
Race number 4 at Belmont Park. It is a 1,400 metre event, a 72 plus mark. A lot of these have been going head to head for a little while now, but some very good form lines around them.
Yeah, we'll have a look at Prophet Street. Adam running 3rd last on a day where it was very tough to run on.
Centre Pike weaving his way through. He goes back towards the inside when they head by the 300. The baldy-faced Maginica levelled up on the outside of Meteoroid, Showy Chloe. Prophet Street behind them still running on, but they have to get to Maginica and Meteoroid at the 100. Meteoroid, Maginica a length and a half. Prophet Street, Maginica gets the better of Meteoroid though, and Maginica's too strong.
As you said, that was a very tough day to run on. Everything that was leading on that occasion was winning, but carrying the 60 kilos and working home strongly, I thought it was a very impressive performance. Now, this is the first time the horse has got out to 1,400 metres, which actually surprised me, but I think it shows how well this horse is going. Matt Giadresco has been very honest with us, telling us that this horse was very sick early on. It's taken a long time to build up, despite its record being very good, 7 wins from 18 starts. I really like it going out to the 1,400. 60 kilos we've seen is no issue. If there's any rain around, this horse has a good soft track. You're drawn in 4. You've got William Pike on board. There's not much more to like about this horse.
Ticks plenty of boxes for me despite carrying the 60 kilos, Adam. I'm with you about the 1,400 metres. I think that suits here. Surprising that it will be its first time over that trip. The other galloper to challenge in this race is War God. This galloper has been flying this preparation, a bit like last preparation where strung about 4 wins from 5 starts together, and this preparation finally broke through last start. Really like its chances here. It will be the one contesting the top weight.
Unbelievable that this horse took, I think, 16 starts before it broke through, and now it's got the record of 26 starts for 5 wins and 5 placings. Just continues to improve. I thought the horse did a little bit of the donkey work last start as well. We saw the Jim Taylor pair running out in front and War God leading them up. Brad Parnham said post-race that he didn't feel that at all. It was just travelling really nicely, which I think is a huge positive. Drawn in 9 here from with the 58 kilos. It's going to be a tricky barrier in this race. There's a bit of speed with the Jim Taylor pair, New Time and the old Jim Taylor runner in Barracky Beats. So they should be able to get into a nice position early. And I'm with you. I think it's a race between 2, and these are the 2 that got the form lines.
On top for you?
Number 1, Prophet Street, from 3, War God, 9, Classical Prince, and 7, Abbasso.
It does look one of the better Quinellas of the day. Number 1, Prophet Street for me, from 3, War God, 5, Black Dynamite, and 7, Abbasso.